Hey everybody, it's Dean Guccione for Tomorrow's Firefighter, and welcome to this video where I'm going to be talking about a newer method of oral interview assessment, and that's called the FOAM, F-O-A-M method, and it actually stands for Firefighter Oral Assessment Mechanism. And there's a number of departments in the United States that are starting to use this method of candidate interviewing. And in other words, they're getting rid of the classic or the typical oral interview panel where you go in and they would ask you questions and then you would answer. And they're replacing that with a video monitor where you're actually going to watch a scenario, and then you have a video camera where you're actually going to be talking into the camera, giving a real-time response as though you're talking to another person. So it's an interactive style of an assessment center. And how it's going to work is you're going to sit there, you're going to be shown a video that's going to last for anywhere from 45 seconds to a minute or so, a little over a minute, and it will give you a scenario, and then it's going to say respond. And in that response, they're going to want you to identify the problem, and then they're going to also want you to respond in real time, just like you're talking to a real person. But here's the kicker. You're only going to have about 40 seconds typically to answer the question, or to give a quality and a good answer to that question. So before we go on, let me show you the typical type of a question. And then right after that, I'll show you the response. So here we go.
You and Firefighter Johnson are doing chores in the yard right outside the firehouse. As you are working, Johnson notices a resident from the neighborhood approaching.
Hey!
Here comes grumpy Mr. Smith. I dealt with him last week. It's your turn.
Hey, you! I live just around the corner from here, and every time you drive by my house, your sirens wake me up. I work nights. How am I supposed to work on no sleep? Can't you turn the sirens down?
Hi, Mr. Smith. I'm so sorry the sirens are waking you up, but we have to use the sirens for safety reasons. Some people don't pay attention while they're driving, and kids playing close by may not be paying attention either. Our calls are emergencies. I'm sure you would want us to get to your house as quickly as possible if you had a fire or medical emergency. We want to get wherever we're going fast and safe. We use those sirens day and night, so we may wake up people at night too. Maybe you could use a good set of earplugs to block the noise. I know it's not a perfect solution, but perhaps it'll help.
Remember, in addition to the content of your answer, you're also going to be evaluated on your people skills and how well you deal with this person, and your ability to resolve conflict, and your compassion and your empathy towards the situation. So, and I think telling a person that they need to wear earplugs, that's not being very compassionate or empathetic, and then kind of being condescending, telling them that, oh, well, you would want us to get there as fast as we could if the medical emergency was at your house, right? That's very condescending, and that's not good customer service. So that's another thing that you're going to be evaluated on, is your customer service with this particular scenario. So be sure, in addition to those good things that the girl said in that answer, that you ask for his name and phone number and tell him you're going to pass it on to your captain, and that your captain will call you or the battalion chief will call you, and we'll see if they can't figure out a solution to the problem, okay? And when you talk to them like that, and you really help them to understand and know that you're listening to them and listening to their concerns, then I think that's going to de-escalate, and that's part of how you deal with the conflict, and that's part of your people skills that you're going to be evaluated on when answering this question. So I hope this has kind of helped you out, and I'm just kind of learning more about this FOAM technique as far as oral interview evaluations are concerned and assessments. It's a newer thing, and the more I learn about it, the more I'll be passing on to you. So I hope this has helped you, and I hope it served you a little bit. And click on the link below and sign up so you can get videos like this every month. And then go on over to Tomorrow's Firefighter and check out all the cool stuff they have over there. So again, I appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.